Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Sean's Story and Adventure channel. It's about 9 a.m. on a crispy, what's today? Wednesday morning, about 9 a.m. The temperature is about 55 degrees here in San Francisco, California. The time and temperature in Philippines, Manila, Cavite, places I am only familiar with so far. It's about midnight, Thursday, and the temperature there, excuse for my lag, because I'm thinking here, it's about 80 degrees there. So it's about 80 degrees, midnight in the Philippines. And that's about as cool as it gets. Maybe it'll get in the low 70s any time of year, but it's not going to get any colder than 70 degrees. So anyways, let's get on with our story. Today, we're going to be discussing briefly, I'll try not to make this 15 minutes long, but they seem to be getting to be 10, 15 minutes long. Today, we'll be discussing snatchers. In the United States, we call them pickpockets. In the Philippines, and maybe other countries, but I know definitely in the Philippines, they're called snatchers. They will snatch your beep if you're not careful. I didn't do any of the following when I was there, except for keeping my wallet in my front pocket. I thought about it prior to going there, but I didn't make the investment online, an Amazon investment, in enough time to be able to travel like that. And honestly, with the heat out there, I would probably just keep doing it the way I did before. But some people, you know, because it's wearing stuff under your body is uncomfortable, especially when it's 100 degrees out with 100% humidity. So advisement would be, if you're traveling with a wallet, you keep it in your front pocket. You keep it right there. If you're walking in the city with a lot of people, you keep that in your front pocket. They will get it if they have the chance, and you won't even know it. That's what I've heard. It's not 100% like, you know, how do I say it? Badlands, you know, just watch your shit type of thing out there. You've got to watch your stuff. But you just got to keep, you know, if you're traveling with your ID and credit cards and cash, you lose that out there, you're screwed. You're 8,000 miles away from home. You're screwed. So that, and also cell phones. If you walk, we like to walk out here with our cell phones in our hand most of the time. You know, a lot of us do. Keep it in our hand. You keep that in your pocket, because that's when the snatcher, you have potential for a snatcher to literally take your phone when you're walking down the street with it and yank it out of your hand and run away with it. And advice I got from others is, if that were to happen, don't try and get your phone back. Don't try and fight them for it, because chances are you can get killed, and that's not a good thing. So if you're using your phone, put your back against the wall, keep your phone up to your ear. Don't walk down the street with your phone, holding your phone, or just walking with your phone, because you're at risk of getting your phone snatched. Backpacks, don't wear your backpack on your back. I thought it was kind of funny the first couple times I saw it when I was there. Some of the ladies, I'd see them walking, and they were wearing their backpacks on their front, and I call it a front pack. It was kind of silly, but you know, in reality, they're protecting their stuff. They're watching their assets. And what I was talking about earlier, there's things that I didn't get. Those internal, you know, it's like a strap-on wallet. You put it on your stomach and keep it on the inside of your shirt. They make those. They're between, you know, $16.99 and like 30 something online all day. Amazon or wherever you want to get them from. I think they might even have them at some Walmarts. If you guys are really concerned about that, get that. I probably won't, because I don't like feeling all itchy and scratchy. Panhandling is something I did experience when I was there. It's kind of sad. I mean, there's poverty all over the world. There's poverty here in the United States. There's poverty in the Philippines. My first day there, actually no, my second day there, when I was in Manila, prior to going to Cavite, I was walking with somebody to the store. Just walking around, it's busy. I'm new, I'm totally unfamiliar with my surroundings. And these little kids would come up, countless, more than 10 at different times, with their hands out. And the gentleman that I was, who was chaperoning me, because Karina wouldn't let me be alone there, and you know, I was okay with that. What he does is he would have his hand behind him, and they'd come up and he would just do that, and they get the hand gesture, like just kind of like move on, kid. I did not give any change, any pesos to the kids out there, but what I did notice is when they were coming up to me, let's say I was on one corner in particular where there's a 7-Eleven. 7-Elevens are out there, but they're different. They are. They don't have Slurpees and hot dogs. I think some might, but anyways, stick to the point. So you got 3 kids surrounding you in the front, 2 in the back. Thank God my wallet was in my front pocket. And the gentleman I was with signaled to me, he pointed over, like, look over there. I looked across the street, and their parents were supervising them. So in some cases, you know, some parents, and this doesn't happen just there, I'm sure it happens worldwide, they'll put their kids out there to work to try and panhandle money, beg for money, or do a pickpocket. So be careful out there. I was told if you give change to one kid, someone else is going to see from down the street, and it's just going to be a nightmare until you get back to your hotel. So let's see what else we got here. Yeah, I think I already discussed the chaperone thing. Unless you're really familiar with your surroundings out there, I'm thankful that, you know, I was surrounded with a lot of family. So when Karina went to go handle her legal business out there during the day, I didn't want to stay cooped up in the hotel room. I wanted to walk around a little bit. So I had a chaperone, and it was nice. It was comforting. I said, I want to go get a haircut. He took me to go get a haircut. We walked down a couple small alleys, and price is right. I got a haircut, real one, for 100 Philippine pesos, which was about $1.75 US. And it was a real haircut. Like, not just like, you're done. This was a $30 US haircut I got for $1.75 back in 2019. Now is a story, because this is a story channel. Subject of skin tax. Skin tax is something I never heard about until I traveled abroad. Skin tax exists in other countries as well. That is when a local sees a foreigner shopping, and based on the color of that person's skin, being Caucasian, and this is not a racial thing, but a lot of, you know, vendors and stuff, they'll put their own price on it, you know. And I almost got ripped off a couple times. Thank God Karina was close by. One experience turned into an experiment. So the first time was an experience. The second or third time was an experiment. First one was, I think we were in Chinatown in Cavite. There's a Chinatown there. Real crowded. It was real cool. I mean, you're definitely not in the United States when you're, you know, in a market out there. So I saw this thing, yes, it was a weapon. Solid steel, I'm not sure the name of it, but it's one of those things where you press the button in the back and it goes shoom, and it shoots out a billy club type of stick. You can't buy those legally here in the United States. I don't think you can. Maybe if you're in Chinatown in LA or something. Well, anyways, they put a price on it for me. I think it was like 1,000 pesos, which is about 20, let's say 25 bucks US, 1,000 pesos, give or take. I'm not the mathematician this morning. So I went to Karina and I says, you know, I thought it was a good price, and because it was a solid piece of equipment. And I told her 1,000 pesos, and she kind of like didn't really say no, but she went up to the people. I ended up walking away with that thing for 300 pesos. So it's a far cry from 1,000 pesos, Philippine. So that ended up turning into an experiment just to see if skin tasks actually exist. So the experiment, which I did, I didn't even tell Karina, I just did it in my head. You know, I didn't want to, you know, distract anybody. Just, you know, family visiting and happy times. So it was somewhere else. I can't remember. I'm going to keep it quick. I found a certain item, a souvenir. They wanted to charge me like 2,000 pesos for it, and I already knew. I was like, you know, there's people are overpricing me for it. So what I did, I went and got Karina again for my little experiment. I says, Obo, they want 2,000 pesos for this. I wish I could remember what it was, but I'm not prepared. Maybe next time I should be. She went up there. They wanted 2,000 pesos for it. I ended up getting it for like 600 pesos, which proves skin tax. Now, if there's something with a price on it, yeah, you know, that's different. But something no price on it, they're gonna put a skin tax on it if you're not a local. And that's my experience, my story with that. And to wrap it up, we'll talk about transportation. Okay, it's cool to take a jeepney if you can handle the pollution coming up your nose if you're riding in the back of that thing. It's a little confusing as to how the money system works there, but they're really cheap. Out there, they don't have Lyft or Uber. They have what's called Grab. I would recommend taking a Grab over a taxi any day, because with the Grab, which we call Uber and Lyft here, you have an app. It tells you your price. You're paying with a card. You know where you're going. You're following the map. So your money's cool. If you take a taxi cab, you're at risk of them putting their own price on it, or diverting the direction and making the trip even longer, and then playing dumb, which is a common thing out here with taxi cabs. Not all of them, and it's just the same thing with the Philippines. Not everybody's going to try and rip you off, but if you do travel in a taxi, make sure you map out where you're going on your device or your cell phone. Excuse me. Know where you're going, because chances are, a pretty good chance, them knowing that you're a foreigner, they're going to zip you around a couple other side streets to jack that fare up. And if you don't have that map in your phone and you don't know where you're going, you won't know the difference. He's distracted by a cat over there. Anyways, that's about all I got for today. We're going to try and get Karina on some more content here in the near future, and hopefully one of these days we can actually go on a documented adventure with not so much talking. Pier 39 is on our bucket list. Karina's already been there. I haven't been there since I was a child, so I didn't remember it one bit. But anyways, we hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, see you.